Do you have the address?
It's been all over KGPL. It's off Temple Street, between Belmont and Glendale.
I knew it wasn't safe around here.
What happened to Rose?
Parker wants the chief's job. Word is it's either going to be him or Thad Green. So they're both clearing the decks.
So where does that leave you, Galloway?
Leaves me saddled with a chump like you, Phelps. I didn't ask for you and I don't want you, so keep it to yourself. See if you can learn something about seeing how a real cop operates.
What did he mean by the werewolf?
Medallion. The Daily News came out calling him the werewolf killer. The Examiner came up with the Black Dahlia.
Are we any closer to catching him?
Not a chance. 6 months and hundreds of guys running down leads and we got nothing.
You don't think this has anything to do with it?
No, I don't. 90% of murders are domestic, Phelps. Some guy gets into a beef with his wife, he takes it too far. This will be the same. But cutting someone in half and leaving them off the sidewalk, that's a one-off.
Why so many women this year?
Because of the war. You should know that. Guy gets to kill people every day in combat. Comes home, he's expected to take lip from his wife. What do you think's gonna happen?
It's that simple.
Like I said, most of the time it is.
Oh my goodness, this man is basically saying it's slicing and dicing season for women. That's tough. So we made it to the crime scene in the morning.
How about a scoop for the Examiner, Galloway? You could use some good press.
Another tramp, another message. Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
Do you have a mother, a sister? How about showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
He's good, Rusty. He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
Get used to it, Phelps. Moving along, guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
Trollman, this your beat?
Yes, sir. Well, part of it. Kids park here, they use it like a lover's lane. It's a working neighborhood. Some trouble, but nothing like this. It's known locally as the Morgues.
You were first on the scene?
Yes, detective.
No one's disturbed the body?
No, sir. We cleared out them vulture reporters so Pinker and the coroner could work. They're waiting to talk to you.
Go house to house and see what you come up with. What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
Men's size 8s. Pinker lifted impressions for me to compare back at the lab.
The victim's bag? Looks brand new. Can't be the one used on the body.
Because they did write on her body, that's right. They did write, so we'll check that out in a second. I think it said FBD or something. And then there's probably nothing here, but we'll check it. Nothing. What in the world is that?
Looks like some kind of puzzle or parlor game.
It looks like a globe, cuz. That's what it looks like. Oh, they want us to put this globe together. Look at that shade. Maybe it's gonna open up if we do it right. Or maybe, you know what? We gotta switch it like this. There we go. We had to do it like that. All right, we'll switch this back. And then hopefully that opens up. Oh, there it is.
The Bamba Club. Why steal a table lighter?
Okay, so we're getting a lighter with a little puzzle.
What does the writing on the victim mean?
BD, Black Dahlia, Tex. Your guess is as good as mine. Could be something to it, or it could be the killer's trying to throw you off the scent. Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
Can we get to the Bamba? A man could die of thirst in a case like this.
The werewolf?
For my money, copycat.
We can't rule it out. We need to work the evidence.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? A big head to hang on your wall. The caller of the decade. I've been working evidence on BD case for 6 months and got nicked.
There's a difference, Rusty.
Oh, yeah?
I just started working it today.
Okay, oddshot. What's more likely? The werewolf comes back around, leaving us a note on the corpse?
He clearly has a thing for power. Power over women. Why not power over the police department as well?
Let me finish, Phelps. A guy opens his mouth again after 6 months of stewing. Or some opportunist who's been reading about the BD figures he'll rip off the MO and get himself a freebie.
That's not totally fantastical.
You know, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monikers, but they're terrible for policemen. There's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder. It was them, locusts.
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else with the armed forces. San Quentin, another town, another country, who knows? So, Phelps, I understand you want to turn this into a big case, but it doesn't work like that, all right? A case will come and find you. Can't make it something it ain't, understand?
So you don't think the werewolf has continued to operate in the Los Angeles area?
No chance. We would have found
Bamba Club. Air conditioned. Look at that. Look at that. Look. They letting you know. Come in here. Give us your money. We got that AC.
Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him. Is there anything else?
Fire away, Phelps. I'll stay here. I'm a little parched. Pour me 3 fingers of rye.
I got a call back for that Universal Chorus line.
Did you cover my shift on Wednesday?
You ought to meet Joe.
They're gonna be this guy.
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine?
House officer.
Christ.
Spirit. Pour me another.
Sure, I know her. She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine was a lovely woman.
All right, so I guess we're questioning the right guy here. Suspect seen with the victim. Ring stolen from victim. Knowledge of husband. All right, so before we do this, let's just double check this one more time. See what we could possibly use. So we got the lipstick. We got the lighter that took us here. The writing on the body. The blunt force and the missing jewelry. And this guy is kind of... Right, he seems a little... Something's not right with this guy. Something is not right with this guy right here. He's 52. They said the lady was like in her 40s. So, you know, hey, he might be having some fun, right? 52,
So?
picking up a 40.
We done?
You never know. All right, suspect seen with the victim.
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
One guy in particular. All right, let's look at him. He's... Okay, he's blinking. He's looking straight. He doesn't seem nervous. You never know. I mean, so far, we've noticed that when you ask them a question and they sit there and just blink their eyes, usually they're telling the truth. But this is homicide now, so we don't know. Maybe when murder is on the line, these guys, maybe they're just better at lying. You never know. He did sound suspicious. He really did. He sounded hella suspicious to get started.
If you're waiting for a free drink, it ain't coming.
Ooh, he doesn't have the patience. So I'm just going to trust what we used to see whenever he does that blinking, eye blinking cheese. That means they're telling the truth. So we'll go with that for now. But hey, maybe we're going to get turned. Maybe this is going to be crazy for homicide, but I'm going to just say he's telling the truth here.
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes, at around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
Oh, he's got the license plate.
I think this could be a great help, sir. Thank you.
That's one thing we didn't look at back. Actually, I don't even know if we looked at a car back there, but now we've got a license plate number. So he might have been telling the truth right there. Look at that. We got some info. We even got a trophy for that cheese. Okay. So maybe he's not an actor. All right. Ring stolen from the victim. Let's see what he says about this.
Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Something's going on here. That man his face just got tense. Even before this right here. See that? He's not looking cool, but even as he was talking, he was a little bit, he didn't want to say what he just said. Holy moly. All right, let's think about this. Ring stolen. We might have to go bad cop, but let's see. Ring stolen. We've got lipstick. Unused, found. That I don't think we can do that. This is a lighter from the club, but that doesn't really... So I think we'll just go bad cop and call it a day.
I think you know where the ring came from, and I think you're going to tell me.
Okay. I bought it years ago.
Ooh!
I carried a torch for Celine in those days. Guess I always have. Her old man never knew about it.
Holy moly! Carried a torch for her. I haven't heard anybody say that. Right? Have you ever heard somebody say that? I carried a torch for that woman. Woo! And the husband didn't know about the ring. And she's out here club hopping when she's married. That's tough. Wouldn't you hate that? Wouldn't you hate to be married to a woman? She's in her 40s and she's out here going to clubs. The Bamba Club. Come on, cuz.
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. He put up with a load of...
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
Ooh, that's a nervous gulp. Oh, okay. He said, not in my opinion. Okay, so see, he said not in his opinion, but his body says he does think that the husband did it. You know, because maybe she came out here to see him. He found out and finally was like, yo, this chick is cheating. And then he let it fly. So it could be because of him. Oh, my gosh. I think we got to go bad cop. He's nervous. He's taking a big gulp right there. Look at that. He's looking. Let's get it.
So if it wasn't Jacob, then you probably let her out of here with the guy who killed her. How do you feel about that?
Stow the attitude, will ya? I tried to get on to Jacob. I rang him up. Asked him to come pick her up like usual. But he refused. And she picked some night to push him over the edge. I rang him back around 11:30, but got no answer.
Thanks, Mr. McCall. You've been a big help. One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
Oh my goodness. All right, so we did get some more clues. Let's double check real fast.
Let's get out of here.
Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
All right, let's use this phone though one time. Oh wait, it popped. Okay, there we go.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
detective.
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
Please. Thanks for your help.
All right, so we're running the license plate. Some people in the chat think it might be that guy that actually did the killing. In the back, it might be him and not the husband.
You know the way. You can drive. You find the booze helps you get through a working day?
Sharpens my investigatory instincts, Phelps.
A smart lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, Phelps. You know, you picked the wrong job if a healthy thirst offends you, Cole.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politician.
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out booze and the clues that would have led to her killing.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Betty Short would be alive, the Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor, our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Oh my God, brother, oh brother. It's worse than I could ever have imagined.
Uh-oh, so we've got a partner that really doesn't want to do his job, right? And he just wants to drink on the job. The Henry residence at 11 a.m. We're making progress. It's only been 1 hour, and we're here ready for work.
I'll try the back door. Wait here a second.
So nobody's home, huh? He's gonna take a peek. And the window is broken. So somebody's been here. Very interesting, right?
Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
So who would come back? Would the husband come back? But actually, wouldn't the husband be able to get in? Or maybe they had a fight. Maybe they're not, you know, husband. I don't know. Who knows what's going on here with this story? Who would break in to do this? Oh, here goes the newspaper. Family burnt to death. Cops say the house fire deaths are suspicious. Husband, wife, 2 young children killed. Okay, so we got a flashback here. And we got to see how this, right? This is interesting. So let's go ahead and play it and see what happens.
You said I had to go back, Doctor.
The fires are cathartic. They allow you to confront your past.
You said the house would be empty.
Are you taking the medication I have prescribed?
You said the house would be empty. I heard them screaming.
Circumstances were unfortunate. My colleagues had made all the necessary arrangements.
You said the house would be empty. You're killing me.
The deaths were unfortunate, but you have dealt with death before. I want you to come to the clinic and we can deal with it.
You said the house would be empty. How can I find peace?
Uh-oh. That's really bad. Okay, so this guy, this doctor, who's been, you know, trying to treat people, right? Isn't that the same doctor that's been doing that? He told this guy to go back, and then somehow he sees, I don't know if he's hearing things or what, right? What's going on there? So this story is getting wild now. This is getting wild and crazy. They're able to see visions. So let's go ahead and look around, see what we find. All right, something just, what is this? The key. See, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't think so.
Okay, so a key, he doesn't think so, but a key is just right there, just laying there. Let's check here. Oh, here goes a shoe, a heel, a high heel.
Size 9s. Above average for a lady.
Above average for a lady. So the guy was wearing an 8. Right? The footprints that we saw at the scene were 8, and this is a 9. Interesting. All right, let's keep looking around. Let's go into here.
Don't think this is any use to us.
All right, that must be nothing. Here goes another one of these. Nothing as well. Something else is, okay, it's gonna be the glass. Look at the feet. Oh, it's a perfect placement. That is the best free throw line dunk yet. I'm not on the line. That was beautiful. Off vert, no dribble, just caught it and went. Just caught it and let it fly.